Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Dependent Fanatic channel. And today is Thursday, which means it is time for my weekly picks. Week 11 picks. I have 12 of them for you this week. All these lines came from Wednesday night, per usual. And last week I went 8-5 against the spread and 13-2 straight up. This week is chock full of some intriguing and interesting games, just like most weeks in college football. So let's just get started. At noon on Saturday, Michigan is at Penn State. Michigan is favored by 4.5. Well, they were last night. I see that line has moved up. But Michigan, I think, wins 31-17. They will cover the spread no matter if it's 4.5 or 5.5. But I have 4.5, and I'm going to bet that game. Alabama. Also, I did a preview and prediction for that game. It's on my channel. You can go watch that, or I'll put it in the card. Maybe some of you have not seen that yet. Still at noon, Alabama is at Kentucky, and Alabama is favored by 10.5 points. I had Alabama winning 35-24, which is 11 points. So I would pick Alabama in this game to cover the spread, but I am not going to bet this game. Too close to my number. I pass. At 3:30, Miami is at Florida State, and Florida State is favored by 14 points. I had them winning by 11 points, 38-27. Maybe I'm giving Miami's offense too much credit, or Florida State's defense not enough credit here. I'm going to stay away from this game as well. Also at 3:30, Utah is at Washington. Washington's favored by 9.5 points. I think it's a close game in this one. Utah with the great defense, Washington with the great offense. I think it evens out in the middle. It's going to be a 3-point game. Washington wins at home 34-31. Utah's proven they can score some points, especially against Washington's lackluster defense. I'm taking Utah and 9.5 points, and I'm going to bet this game. Also at 3:30, Tennessee is at Missouri. The line is Tennessee -1, and that's exactly what I had in my prediction. Tennessee 28 to Missouri 27. So I'm going to stay away from that game, too close to my number. And the last 3:30 game, Rutgers is at Iowa. Iowa is favored by 1.5 points. Both teams with great defenses, but one team actually has a semblance of an offense, and that is Rutgers. I think they win this game 13-10 at Iowa. Give me Rutgers on the money line, and I will bet that game. At 7 o'clock, Ole Miss is at Georgia. Georgia is favored by 10.5 points. I had them winning by 10, 34-24. Again, too close to my number. If I had to pick, I'd pick Ole Miss to cover the spread, but I'm going to stay away from this game. That's the last non-bet game of the list that I have here for you. There's 5 more games, and one of them is at 7 o'clock again, West Virginia at Oklahoma. Oklahoma is favored by 13 points. Their defense has been lackluster over the last couple of weeks, but the offense still hums along, and I think that'll be more of the same versus West Virginia. Oklahoma will score 42, but they will give up 31 points. That is an 11-point spread. Or excuse me, 11-point spread. And I think it's a close number, but I'm going to go with West Virginia. I think it's going to be a closer game than 13 points. So give me West Virginia and 13, and I'll bet that game. At 7:30, Michigan State is at Ohio State. Ohio State's favored by 31.5. I think they win by 32. I had Ohio State winning 42-10, and I looked at the spread, and it was 31.5. Dang, I was pretty close to Vegas this week. I'm going to go with Ohio State still to cover this game. Michigan did. Ohio State has to keep up with the Joneses. They will win 42-10 and cover that 31.5 spread. I will bet that game. Also at 7:30, Texas is at TCU. Texas is favored by 10 points. I think they win by 14. 38-24 in this game. It could be even more than that. I'm pretty confident that Texas will go on the road and beat TCU by 10, and I'll bet that game as well. At 10:30, we have a couple games for you. USC is at Oregon. Oregon is favored by 15 points. I think that is too much for them as well. I have Oregon winning 49-38. That's 11 points. Listen, USC's offense is really good. Oregon's defense is really good. What's going to win there? You know that Oregon's going to score a lot of points on USC's defense. Can USC keep it closer than that 15 number on the road at Oregon? I think they can. I'm going to go with them again. It might bite me in the butt again. But I have USC plus 15 on the road at Oregon, and I'll bet that game. And also at 10:30, Fresno State is at San Jose State. San Jose State is favored in this game by 1 point. Give me Fresno State straight up. I had them winning 31-24. Bet that game. So there you go. I have eight bets, 4 non-bets. We'll see how I do. The thing about this week is kind of interesting is I had all the road teams picked in this game to cover except for Michigan State at Ohio State. So that is kind of intriguing. I know they're not all going to go on the road and cover their spreads, but it'll be interesting to see how close to that number I actually was. So there you have it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Week 11 picks. Please hit the like button. Share with other people out there if you are subscribed. If you're not subscribed, it's free. It's free. You don't have to do anything. Just push that red button. If you want to see my videos right when they are posted, push the bell icon after you have subscribed, and you'll get them. You'll get them right there as soon as YouTube spits it out to you. So, and that just kind of helps grow the channel, gets more people to see what I have here on the Dependent Fanatic channel, the content that I produce. So if you could do all those things, I appreciate it very much. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and have a great day.